So which episode of Ultraman Towards the Future are we watching?
This was an Ultraman watch stream. Man, I completely blanked out. I thought this
every
was
Sunday. Oh no, it's every Sunday, DP. Next Sunday we'll do more episodes of Ultraman Towards the Future.
No, I thought this was for Daikatana.
Oh, that was well, it'll be tonight and tomorrow night. Let me just get things up. Vas, you need to share.
Okay. Wait, what do you mean tomorrow night?
I mean tonight. I said tonight. That was last night, and tonight would be Daikatanas.
Yeah. You just
The
started
Katanas.
to tell
Alright,
us.
Okay, last that we left off, we helped
We rescued Wiener.
get through some post-traumatic events, and we have just discovered that Faye's little badge was bugged.
But we also know that Sean is still kidnapped, and we don't know where Wiener ran off to.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I have an idea, but
Let's go.
I'll keep that hidden.
Let's go to Tabby.
Oh yeah, that's right. And we're still playing Delay the Trial.
How about that? A little help from little
We got
me.
15 minutes.
And y'all me. 15 minutes?
What?
What do you
Say
mean?
that again?
15 minutes.
No, I said that we still have 15 minutes left. You know, if you go by the time.
15 minutes until what?
Remember that the trial resumes?
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Got it.
remember we had till 2 o'clock.
All right.
Yeah.
How about that? A little help from little me, and y'all made it. Y'all goes to the top of the case.
No, sir. Sure, this is the first you mean by wrong doing acting completely wrong kidnap victim.
She must have barely looked at the photo at all.
No, really? And there I thought giving y'all a tip of the century. My bad.
It's not your fault. We're putting our trust in unreliable sources. We'll just have to learn not to do that again.
Hey, that ain't nice. I don't gotta give y'all no tips out, you know? And I won't. Not either gonna be like that. Alright, fine. Maybe it's just this one. But only because I got a real scoop for you this time.
A real scoop, It should be good.
Ooh, chocolate banana fudge.
Fine, I'm not expecting much, but you got my attention. What is a scoop of yours, and where's your waffle iron?
Proof, that's what. Proof that Tar Stars really is real.
All right.
Moving right
Hey,
along.
we're leaving. See ya!
Wait, I swear. Sure, it's hard to believe, but it's true.
We don't have time for this.
Literally.
We also don't have much
ain't got
else
no time for
going
that.
on, I suppose. We got 15 minutes after all. Proof? What kind of proof? Do you capture something on your tape recorder, prop?
Who you? You're good, Ruffles. Sharper than a goddamn tack. I capture good, sound good. That big old beastie about is what I capture.
I was hoping for something a little better than that.
Hey, don't make that face, dang it. I ain't lying. Let's bring yourself in and tell me it ain't true.
God damn it, she's ready to be.
All right, ready? It's vibrating, right, Dave Nabbit? There. Well,
Kinda hard to tell over the shouting, but it could have been something breathing fire, maybe.
Maybe something in a Monster Hunter fashion.
And tell me, Miss Lloyd, did you see the fire-breathing something with your own eyes?
well, not exactly with my eyes as such. Being as how I wasn't precisely close by when it happened.
Surely the real Taurus stars would be pretty hard to miss no matter how far away you were standing.
Well, see, I was far away, but also recording via what you might call non-center means.
Would you mind explaining what you mean by that?
She just shut
High
us down.
five.
Nah, I really dug myself a hole here, huh?
Yes, you have.
See, I could have agreed to be able a little virus agents at Harvard to do a little scoop detecting.
That's so sad. Poor insect.
Not an insect, K, an intercept. She was listening out for radio signals. It would have allowed her to listen in on any nearby transmissions.
Me and the chief have been down at the big building sniffing around these last couple of days.
Looking to Miss Hart's tip about the underground auction, I assume. which would mean that you've been listening in on all the radio signals in the area too.
Sure have. Which is how I went up here in the most others. Here's what you know you ever did here. About to be the actually here. That was it. Tower Stars, at last.
You made up everything except the roaring sound, didn't you?
Yep.
The long and short of it is that you didn't actually see anything, correct?
Hey, I don't need to see things. I'm a writer here. You know, I kept listening till down the line comes. Your pal there. Your pal there's voice, huh? How are you fit to be the band?
Eavesdropping coward, why don't you come out and show yourself?
What does that sound? Our apologies for that. I'm sure here didn't mean to bowl you over with her little outburst. I assume it was as shocking as it was because you didn't hear it directly. It came through your headphones while you were listening to the signal from the bug, didn't it?
What? Are you saying she planted it?
Hey, come on now. I ain't no bugging, just a little lighthearted intercepted is all.
Would you mind if we borrow the tape of what you recorded, Miss Lloyd?
Do what you dang well, please.
Miss Lloyd's tape. A recording of signals that were intercepted from the bug that was planted in Case Pin.
Oh.
Sturkio.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hey, there you guys are. Mr. Saint, Miss Berry.
Uh-oh. Poor Gumption in the
How's
corner.
search going? Did you find him? Not yet. Poor Sean. Sean? Nothing. Just a slip of the tongue.
I guess they still don't know about the kidnapping. We did manage to find Eustace, yes.
You did? That's great. Thanks so much. No, maybe they won't arrest me again.
Oh,
Well, guess we have some.
You're amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. How did you find Prosecutor Wiener? With some serious investigating magic. That's how.
no, Cedric. It was pure luck, actually, but never mind.
Luck, magic, it's the same thing. You didn't even need our help, huh? That's not true. Thanks so much for joining in the search. Where did you look, by the way? Oh, this place is literally called Sunshine Coliseum. Do you know it?
Is it run by a certain Majima?
Sunshine Coliseum. That's it over by the harbor. That's where they train the new nightmares, right?
Wait a
there
minute.
For a big event. We might have been. We thought it might be worth a look.
If you're wondering what I was getting at, Vass, I made an ultimate muscle joke. You know, Sunshine, who was the trainer of the new nightmares.
I need a moment to think.
Yeah. Tyranniclaw and Checkmate.
No, it's not that. It's just
Yep.
the view looks.
Oh, the balloons and everything?
No. The view looks oddly familiar.
Oh, fuck yeah, they got donut holes and pancakes, yum.
Oh,
No.
I know why this looks familiar to you, Fast.
Hey, there's Max Galactica.
Oh God, no.
Where?
Yeah, I see him peeking out by the tire. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I see it right.
Doing, fellow
I see
gamer?
it right there.
I read the line.
I know. It just.
You
It
mean
just.
like a festival? Oh, that sounds fun. Wish I could have gone and checked it out.
It's just that, like, something feels off, but it's
Yeah,
not
that's
like
the
from this
Crackwood
game.
Sumo
Oh,
Hall.
yeah, it was super fun. There were food stands and fireworks.
Simeon didn't like the crowd much, but
Hey, don't you have to tell them that. It's alright, it's decided. When this case is finally over, we're going to the festival together.
There's a festival of foods at that stand.
So to answer your question,
Kind of lucky you
the
found
reason-
Prosecutor Wiener so quickly.
Hold on. Yeah, yes, DB?
the reason it looks so familiar is that location pops up during the Apollo trilogy.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah, now I remember. Yeah.
this game technically is the first appearance of that location, but everybody in the U.S. would know it from one of the later Apollo games.
Actually, it's more like a callback. You know, about justice.
Well,
Since-
yeah, because Apollo
it's-
was already out at this time, and this is
Yeah.
when they did the sequel. Yep.
Yeah, like this, like the like the time of development of the like Ace Attorney investigation games was between Apollo Justice and well Ace Attorney Ace Attorney 5. that is.
Yeah.
Lucky. In what way?
We have to practice. We have to go to practice soon for the show. We wouldn't have been able to help much for much longer anyway.
I see. I'm sorry to have kept you from your duties at the circus. Watch out for those mosquitoes.
Oh no, it's nothing to worry about, really. We're just glad to help. I'll do anything to help you make sure they don't arrest me again. You really helped me out by finding him. I'm so relieved. Of course, just because they found him, that doesn't mean they'll find Warden Lagar guilty. What? You mean they might still throw me back in jail? Oh, no, I can't go back, I can't!
Come on, Kay. Do you really have to torment the poor boy?
But it's so much fun.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
indeed. Me and all my friends were out looking. But you beat us to it. No fair.
Her friends? I guess she means the animals.
Yes, please be careful with the house. They beckon today.
Today's the first public performance of your new show, correct?
Yep, it sure is. We've practiced so hard for this one.
So Mr. Saint will be performing too?
Of course, he practiced harder than anybody. Even if he did spend the whole time saying no. He even went up to the balloon to spread the word from the sky. So you have to come and see him perform, okay? It will mean so much to him.
Of course. Assuming we can solve this case before then.
My god, you're so bedazzled.
Did you say that you enlisted the help of the animals in your search?
Yep, and if it had been Isaiah and Regent, we might have found something. But Simeon, the big scaredy cat, was all no, and put a stop to that. So boring.
Excuse me for your freaking afraid of heights and falling to my death!
For Mr. Saint, the whole town would probably be in an uproar now. But you know, with an elephant and a tiger running loose.
Oh, come on, Simeon. Why would you do that? Saying the whole circus loose on the city would have been super fun.
Okay, Kay, can I tell you a story about a guy named Joe Exotic named the Tiger King? I don't
I'm
think
sorry to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry.
We're not having that. Why are you apologizing to me? I'm the one person who didn't say anything.
What the heck?
Exactly, it's just like, hey, we don't need Tiger King running around. 3 footprints, exploding sound. Oh, you know what? Exploding sound festival. Yes.
Yeah, there
Gotta
was.
Would work. No. It works.
There.
Take that, Roberta Williams. Mr. Saint, you mentioned fireworks before.
Huh? Fireworks.
Yes, at the event at the Coliseum. Were they setting them off during daylight hours?
Oh, yeah. A bunch of them went off while you're there. What are you thinking, Mr. Edgeworth?
The loud bang we heard. What if that was a firework?
Huh? Hey, come
I
Katy
don't think for
Perry.
1 second you'll get away with this.
No, do.
Just be careful. Yeah, be careful this time with it.
Okay.
Woof.
Woof woof.
Oh, don't worry. I'm telling you, he's trying to track me down. I'll be half the fun.
There you go.
Not that makes your chance to bring me to jump particularly highly.
For the bang to be clearly audible over the telephone, it must have been pretty loud.
Which means fireworks, which means the Coliseum. So the kidnapper was near there, right?
Fireworks on the phone call can be deduced that the kidnapper was near Sunshine Coliseum.
Dun, 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 dun. But how near? If fireworks were that
Oh.
loud, they'd probably hear them from pretty
Oh,
far
Steve!
away.
Steve?
Steve.
Holy moly.
Steve.
What? I didn't see anything.
Steve.
Steve boosted.
Yeah. Steve,
Yeah, you got a boost, Vash. Woohoo! All right, so
Yeah.
how much is Rugal growing?
Like I can't tell like Like, hold on. How do I? Oh, right.
Let me check.
Give me a moment while I get.
Okay.
Okay, $10.
All right. Woohoo! You getting your bitch?
Okay, so
That is 10 more cans of Riptide.
all right.
Well, actually, that's 20 more cans of Riptide. Excuse me.
Okay.
Sorry, I bought one of those really delicious Fiji water bottles today, and I put some of my Mio strawberry lemonade flavoring in it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you ever had?
It-
Yeah, Fiji water's good. I like that brand. It's
I mean,
it's
when
you
you
get
get
a lot.
water had a different taste.
Yeah, it's natural artesian water. It's supposed to be from Fiji, Philippines. You know, that type of water.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
Yeah, it's a product of Fiji. That's what it says, Sturkio.
I do know. It's just that
Yeah, you've
I
seen
don't
Fiji
really
water in
think
the
it
stores.
is from the Fijis.
Like
Hey,
like
Joel.
we won't
Whoa,
discount
whoa,
that
there
it's
you go.
from.
There you go.
the
Whoa,
mountains.
look at yeah. See, Rugal just took a what was it? Super mushroom from Mario Brothers. You saw that for a moment.
yeah, just give me a moment.
Oh, we got even a bigger boost. Somebody else
Yeah.
boosted.
That would be me.
Oh dear.
Oh,
my
there.
gosh.
Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
they're all coming in.
There we go.
Woo!
That, I will say.
Hey,
gonna be
congratulations, honey! You made it halfway your goal.
I played to
Well,
go.
that move's gonna go for my sequence growth for my dear character. Woo!
Aw.
Wish he gets a chance.
Ah.
Yeah.
May I say you're gonna turn into a giant mountain and we're gonna just climb you like in the game peak.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
there you go.
I request a judo gi and black belt if he gets to mountain size.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Although again, I wish I wish Rugal's alternative outfit was that of Neptune Man. Just personal preference. Crawl
I mean-
bomber. Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah,
could.
yes.
I mean, it's totally doable within VaStar skill.
Yes, the area that we need to search would be too broad to even consider doing it ourselves. Yeah, DP is Big Budo. But if the police were to lend a hand,
They won't let the police lend
yeah,
a
you
hand.
know DP. Yeah, you could have an alter you look like Big Budo.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of gravitate more towards Wars Man. Although,
Yeah, true. I just meant because you know, Neptune Man and Budo were attacked in vehicle activity. Yeah, near the Coliseum. Yeah. I can't use these two things together.
hey, let's go chat with Gumshoe down in the bottom of the screen.
Wait, what?
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
there-
No.
yeah.
Oh yeah, there he
right
is. He's
down
hiding.
there.
Oh, what?
I'm sure he's hiding there. Yeah, we need more
What?
clues.
What?
I pointed him out earlier.
I didn't notice.
Pikachu!
Gummy.
Stop, Gummy! Why are you running away from us?
Roberta Williams demanded it.
Who?
Come on, Jalo. What are you doing?
I don't know who
Gumshoe.
that is.
King's Quest 5.
6.
Oh no, 6. Yeah.
When you gave up your badge, sir, I didn't know what to do with myself.
You stay right where you are, detective.
So I thought. If you weren't going to be a prosecutor anymore, then maybe I shouldn't be a detective either. But I was wrong. Even if you're not around, I'll always be a detective. My job will always be to investigate crimes until Capcom says otherwise. And us detectives don't just investigate when prosecutors ask us to. We have to be able to look into stuff ourselves, too.
Is that what you're doing just now?
And back then too.
Thank your former subordinate for what I'm about to share. In his departure to help Kay Faraday, he gave me a valuable piece of information.
If the Gumshoe did that. So, Rosie Ringer's autopsy report.
I went down to the detention center to see how Kay was
When you get to my level, you don't uncover the truth. You make it little by little. Yeah. Okay, Faraday, murderer. That's the truth. The truth. Hey. Yes, my boy. That's what I like to see. You overheard that from Skeletor?
Yeah, he actually was pretty televised there. So I went back and looked over the evidence, dug out a little something I thought might help.
I swear to God, I haven't seen anything.
Yeah. I'd be in prison right now if it wasn't for you.
My pleasure, kid. Good to see your memories back, by the way.
They can't keep me down. Thanks.
So anyway, like I was saying, I'm investigating stuff for myself these days, and that's that.
See ya.
Hey, don't run off again. You get it. You can look into stuff for yourself now. That's great. And it helped me run up right when I need it most.
Hey.
Just don't run.
But right now, we need you to work with this. I'm no longer prosecutor, or indeed in anything, but we're investigating a case regardless. And I ask you this not as a prosecutor, but as a friend. Detective Gumshoe, man-at-arms, will you help us?
As soon as I bet that you're not an imposter.
I am not.
Aw, stop it, sir. You're killing me here.
Come on, Gummy.
Alright, I'll do it! Just stop bowing and being nice to me, okay? It's really weird coming from you.
Gummy.
Thank you, Detective.
So, what do you need?
All right, Jalo, what have you been up to? Can you tell us what you've discovered in the course of your investigations, Detective?
Oh, you want Jello? Okay. Yes, sir. Sure, I can. Alright, so I got 3 big things to tell you. Here goes.
Okay.
Number 1, I got some results for you from when forensics... Okay,
Yep.
Forensics looked at Kay's clothes. Okay, for a half second I thought it was misspelled. They found traces of what looked to be a powerful sedative. Brand was 3 Z's.
I guess that's what she was drugged with at Ford Lake. Or she was taken to the roof of the B building.
Sure seems that way. Now for number 2. I got a hold of all the footage from that security camera in front of the big big building elevator. This is what we've
Camera that
seen.
captured President Wang and Judge Gabel that night. The elevator is usually the only way of getting up onto the roof, correct? And therefore, anyone using it should have been caught on camera.
That's right. So rewinding the tape back to 2 nights ago, we should have been able to see Kay being carried up there while she was out cold.
And did you
Yes.
shoot me, Gummy?
I watched it all on fast forward, everything from 2 days ago until the end.
Yes, and?
Nothing. No sign of Kay anywhere.
I thought it was too good to be true. How did the kidnapper get up there? I think we'll need to look into that a little more detail. And the last item on your list?
Yes, sir. And this is the big one. The third thing I have to tell you is to be continued. It's great to be working with you again. I'll help you catch this perp if it's the last thing I do. And that about wraps it up.
I put you through a lot, Detective. Doesn't mean I can't start going easy on you. That's the big one, as you put it. It doesn't even have anything to do with the case. I would have preferred something of practical use.
Woo! No mystery, huh? Guess I shouldn't have expected any less. Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth.
No mercy in Eternia. The boy has been kidnapped. We need your help to find him.
Kidnapped? This old boy.
Yes, his name is Sean Fenn. Last seen at Ridgemont High.
Oh, wait.
Here. Come here, boy. Wait, sorry.
I say, boy. Boy's shyer than a shadow in the sunlight. Oh, wait, the kid with the horns? I thought he was John Marston.
You know him?
I saw him earlier today.
You mean this morning?
Yeah, he got off that bus over there, and then he walked off towards the garbage disposal area.
Where's that?
Yeah, hold on, just over there. It's where all of the offices in the big building put their trash before it gets taken away. Where he went after that? Nah, I couldn't tell you. I had to leave right around then.
I think we better take a closer look at this garbage disposal area.
So Sean walked up in this direction, huh?
It would seem so, yes. Perhaps we'll find some clues as to his current whereabouts.
Milk.
I found some rotten, spoiled milk. This milk carton.
That's the same brand Sean drinks.
Ew. Something happened to him here. I'm almost certain of it. Hot milk.
Ew.
The trash is collected at 11 a.m. I guess so, the enclosure is empty.
There was a ton of stuff in here earlier. Big stuff, too. Yeah, kind of like that.
Cedric.
It must be the day that they take the big stuff away.
Bless you. Yeah, Cortez. Sure, it looked that way.
I bet the big squisher machine squished it all up good anyhow.
They don't do that with the larger items. They just take them away as they are.
They do, huh? How do you even know that, sir?
Wait, Mr. Fair is pretty keen for you to join him, right? I bet he sent you some kind of pamphlet how to throw your stuff away for when you move office.
You're spookily insightful sometimes, Kay, but only sometimes.
Ooh,
Based on
burn.
what we've seen and what Detective Gumshoe told us, I think there's a strong possibility that Sean was abducted from the garbage disposal area. Now, here you go, Vas. Now you have your clue for the trucks.
It's kind of out of the way of prying. Huh? It's kind of out of the way of prying eyes, huh? Why would Sean ever come in here in the first place?
Imagine he must have had something to dispose of.
But the truck's already come and gone. This will never know what happened with what that something was now.
Vehicle activity and garbage disposal area.
You can't put this
Yep.
together.
Woohoo!
What skin?
Vehicles came through here this morning. The taxi and a blue truck.
And Usus was taken away in the taxi. Sorry, let me read that. Usus was taken away in the taxi.
Right, well, it seems that Sean was likely abducted from the garbage disposal area. And if the garbage was collected at 11 a.m.
Oh, I get it. Now we know what kind of truck it was.
Indeed. It must have been the garbage truck.
Kind of
But
puny
the
for a
police
garbage truck.
officer who told us about it didn't describe it as such. He only mentioned the fact that it was blue.
Hey, some copy was. How did he not even notice that it was one of those cool trash squishing machines?
Because it wasn't. Today isn't a regular garbage day. It's the day they collect larger items. Garbage day?
I knew you were gonna say that.
For which they wouldn't use a specialized garbage truck. Just a regular truck like anything. It was a
Ow, goodly.
nonetheless.
What hit me?
You okay there?
No, I'm just saying, continue the joke.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Garbage day.
Yes, it was a Silent Night, Deadly Night too. And where do garbage trucks go?
To the dump.
To the top, right? What that sure said.
Wait a second.
Yes, Cedric?
So you're saying the kidnappers disguised themselves as a trash collector? But then the truck would probably have been fake too, right? So maybe it didn't go to the dump.
No, Seriously sure the garbage truck was real.
Yeah, how do you figure that?
Okay, let me break it down to you, Orko. Another look at the garbage disposal area should tell us. She totally is, Orko. What tells us the garbage truck must have been real? What tells us there's a... Look at the sign. Yeah, the sign. The sign.
So,
Oh yeah,
Yes.
the sign.
It's 11 a.m. Wait.
Blue truck.
Are you saying there's something important here?
Yes, proof that the garbage truck was real. You don't...
Oh, I was
What do you
right.
mean?
It was the law.
If the truck is real, the driver wouldn't have been able to pull up the garbage. Wasn't there something here that proved that?
Yeah, it's the law. Because if it was not the
I just thought we
truck-
needed visual proof that it was a blue truck.
No, we need to show that
The garbage
it had
disposal
been
area is
opened
kept
and
locked.
locked.
Oh yeah. So only a real garbage collector and a real garbage truck would have opened it. Really?
Precisely.
I was
The
right.
garbage truck can't have been a fake.
It could have been.
Whoever abducted Sean put him in a large cardboard box that they prepared for the job. Just a cardboard box, I'm sure that works. Now mix that in amongst all the oversized items.
And the garbage
Garbage
collector would have been taken away, no questions asked.
Yep, exactly. Allowing the kidnapper to wait the truck's arrival at the garbage processing facility.
I mean, it worked.
They could have
to contain
claimed-
Tatsumi Miku.
To have thrown the box away by mistake and collected without incident, and never mind the spilled milk.
Alright, so they went to take the garbage after it leaves here. Let's see. Looks like we have two possibilities.
Daybreak or sundown. Which of the garbage processing facilities was Sean taken to? I don't know why I taken one of these two, but which one? Have we found anything that might serve as a clue?
Well,
Near the Coliseum, yeah.
Bloody man.
So, based on the loud bang we heard on the phone call, we know that the kidnapper was somewhere in the vicinity of Sunshine Coliseum. And one of the garbage facilities was right by there. I think it's likely that's where Sean was taken. Which means the kidnapper must be holding him somewhere near there. Detective Gumshoe, we got 10 minutes.
Yes, sir. I'll have you down there in 2.
Could I ask you and your men to search the area around the garbage facility?
It's not like you to ask, sir. Feels a little flat. Are you sure you're not a skinwalker? If I'm totally being honest.
I am Edgeworth Eternia. Don't question me.
Exactly what a body snatcher would say. You're coming with me. Why don't you give me a good old-fashioned order, huh? Like you used to.
You don't mind? Even though I'm not a prosecutor anymore?
I thought I told you already. It's kind of creepy when you're trying to be nice.
It is creepy.
A detective investigates for himself, not just for the prosecutors.
Thank you. Get down to the garbage dump at this instant, man-at-arms.
Right.
Mr. Edgeworth, we're almost out of time.
Oh my god, we got 4 minutes left. You're right, we need to hurry. I doubt Judge Cavell and the others can't hold out much longer. I'm counting on you, Detective Gumshoe.
I won't let you down, sir. It won't be an official search. It'll be an expedient one.
No.
But I'll put my best guys on it. You can count on that.
Get on your speeder bike. Let's go.
Coming too, Gummy. I promise I'd snatch Sean from the jaws of danger, and that's just what I'm going to do.
I'll head back to the courthouse. Now, who knows? I may be able to drag proceedings out just a little longer.
All right, with me, everybody. Even in the depths of a night.
No, Orko. No. Ah, it's already striking too. There isn't a moment to lose.
Yes, sir. We can do the bit as we get there.
Yeah, whatever.
April 6th, 1416. District Court, courtroom number 3.
Okay. How to drag these proceedings much longer.
And now I'm back here again. Well, if isn't our old friend, ex-prosecutor Edgeworth. Hello, dear boy. Excelsior Waiter.
Accused will return and face the prosecution. I'm not done with you yet.
I already told you, Francisca. It doesn't make any sense. Why would I help her?
can't I just use my whip to choke the life out of him?
Feel
Please.
for her, of course. You. A woman in her prime sent to prison. It's enough to make a grown man cry. But to suppress evidence in order to keep her out of a jail cell? No, that's preposterous. Yeah.
But we have a statement from your wrong son. He says he entrusted the evidence to your care.
I'm afraid I don't know what he's talking about. What would that buffoon know, anyway? Or why did he say such a thing? I don't know what's gotten into him lately. Oh. Not today, Skeletor.
Down.
What if I could prove that you and Warder Lagarde are much more closely associated than you claim? I'm sorry, prove? I think we've been over this, dear boy. You're an ex-prosecutor, remember? Are you even allowed into this part of the courtroom anymore? Yeah.
Miles, I'm the one prosecuting this case. What are you thinking, bothering like this?
I'm sorry, Francis, but it's important. May I speak on behalf of the prosecution just briefly?
What are you doing?
Judge Cavell, I come before the court with important new evidence. I ask that you allow me to present it. He's being a witness, probably.
Oh, hey, Edgeworth has become...
Have you lost your mind, boy? There's no such thing as can be allowed.
Will the defense hope you'll let him, G? Just saying. What's the thinking over on the prosecution side there, Fandango?
I would kill you if I could.
Then do it.
Fine. The prosecution has no objections. Oh, for the love of God.
Skeletor does. Your objections are neither here nor there. There isn't a democracy, it's a courtroom. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you didn't have a
And this is flagrant contempt. Isn't that right, Verity?
Flagrant.
Flagrant. Whatever.
Flatulence.
No, as long as Sean's still missing. Sean! He has no choice to go on with whatever Wiener wants. Only there was some way of telling her he might be found at any moment. If I give a wink wink and a nod nod, maybe. Judge Cavell, I would ask only this, that you trust in me and in my assistant, just this once.
Speaking of which, where is Kay Faraday?
She's currently searching for the most important piece of evidence at all. Nonsense! There's no more evidence to be found! You're just stalling for time! That's my job!
The most important piece of evidence of all, eh, G? I don't know what this evidence is, but maybe we should trust in Miles' little pal. What do you say? Yeah, I mean to say little pal, but she's way more than that. She's the one and only great thief, Garatsu.
It seems Fender has sensed what I'm getting at least. Get what I'm saying? Judge Cavell! The evidence I'm talking about, we're all certain we know where it is. He is only moments away from snatching it from the jaws of danger.
My Sankan!
Oh boy.
Very well. This is highly irregular, but I will allow it.
Please allow me to have the gavel of Grayskull again. You have my thanks. Have you all gone completely mad?
You said you had important new evidence. Evidence of what exactly?
Just what I said. That Warden Lagarde and Chairman Wiener are far better acquainted than he claims. Allow me to present it to you. What proves the link between Excelsius Wiener and Fifi Lagarde?
I want a hot dog now.
The gloves.
The gloves.
Take that!
No,
Chairman Wiener,
not the gloves.
this piece of evidence clearly shows that you and Warden Lagarde are... Shut up! It pains me to see it, my boy. Clearly it does, just from the presenting evidence willy-nilly, making wild accusations. If you're going to put us through this foolishness, at least present something a little bit better.
A little too hasty there.
Showing evidence, what is the link? Dear, after all that bluster, you can't actually prove anything, can you, my boy? Because there's nothing to prove. I barely know the woman. That's not true, as the court will find out.
The Knight's
Oh, Knight's Processions.
Take that!
Knight's Processions.
Objection!
Chairman Wiener. It's not Knight's Procession? No.
No.
That's a little. That's a little
Towards
too
you
far.
again, dear boy. Yeah.
Oh, now I want to. Now I want fan art of Skeletor, but he's in Darth Helmet's
I don't think
getup.
we
Yep.
dog.
Report
Yeah.
on night. Yeah, report tonight.
Take that!
Yep. This document is a report regarding the interrogation of a certain someone.
Oh yeah, and who might it be?
Late Mr. Bronco Knight. And the interrogation was to be carried out by none other than Warden Lagarde.
Wait, is that the interrogation where...
Yes, where Knight was killed. This document shows Warden Lagarde planning the interrogation in which Mr. Knight was murdered.
This is
I like
indeed
playing Mr. Knight.
important.
Objection!
Miles Exeter, you refer to the document in question as a report. Would you care to elaborate? To whom was this report addressed?
A very good question, Miss Von Karma. And the answer is the most important new revelation of all. We recovered this document from a safe in the storeroom on the 51st floor of the big building.
Sorry. That's the storeroom where the lot of the underground auction were kept.
It is. An auction, if you recall, that was presided over by one Excelsius Wiener.
I'm pretty sure that live would not be allowed in the courthouse.
And that is to whom the report in question was addressed. Do you still mean to insist that you and Warden Lagarde barely knew one another? I'll refrain from commenting on that matter for the moment, if you don't mind. What? I don't believe it's been conclusively proven that I was the auctioneer yet, has it? Hmm? You forgotten the events of this morning already? I think I proved that fact more than adequately. Mm-hmm. I'll admit defeat in the particular arena, yes, but that was not in the courtroom. A minor setback. Can you prove the same thing here, my boy? That it was I, the ringleader, did you call it? If you can't, then, well... You certainly can't prove that the report was addressed to me! Yeah. You won't wriggle your way out of this one, Skeletor. So unfair. Tell him verity, please. I'm not being slipperty at all. I'm being entirely reasonable, wouldn't you say? Unlike you, when you permitted Mr. Edgeworth this bizarre interlude that was most unlike you. It's saddening, truly it is, to see you failing in your sacred duty to the law. Numbskulls, all of you. Almost saddening enough to make me want to take drastic measures. Gold Skeletor, bitches! There's our budget for this season. Gone.
You're right, of course. Until a fact has been adequately proven in the courtroom, it could not be truly be considered a fact. I'm afraid of no choice but to ask that Mr. Edgeworth's Series be struck from a record.
It's no good. Just to know for certain that Sean is safe. I'm sorry, my boy, but what counts as truth out in the field and in the courtroom are two different things. And you're more than willing to bend the truth in the courtroom, is that what you're saying? Oh, you're a screwlier soul. I'll do no such thing. I'll simply accept the court's verdict as the truth. Should it choose to acquit me, as should you. Can't find that missing evidence. We're in trouble here. Well, Verity, I think we've heard about all we need, don't you? There's no way that evidence is turning up ever. A quick not guilty and we can all go home.
Objection!
Oh my god, what the hell now?
What the heck is going on?
Who said that?
God damn it, not this moron.
Take that!
Eustace. What are you doing here? You're not Beastman.
Mr. Winner, what is the meaning of this?
And where have you been? You can't abandon your duties like that.
I'm sorry.
You're You are unfit to be a prosecutor. You're a complete and utter disgrace, sir.
Dun dun dun.
I
Fatality. Why, Eustace? Why can't you not get it into your head? This is no place for an incompetent fool like you.
Dad, I brought some final evidence. So, can I please, take my place at the prosecutor's bench? Pretty please?
Well, Eustace, this is certainly a surprise.
Objection.
Eustace, my boy. There's something different about you. What's going on?
Dad,
Come on, my boy. Spit it out. What is it? You want Daddy to play catch with you? Not on your life. This is it. Is it? All right. I bet you went on home, and I'll be with you soon.
Oh, you're just enjoying this.
Get back on the stand right now.
No, that's my line.
Okay.
Get back on that stand right now!
What's gotten into you, child? You're shaking like a leaf.
Objection.
Judge Cavell. The prosecutor in charge has arrived along with important new evidence. This trial's far from over. Surely you can't call an end to proceedings just yet.
No objection from Team Defense. Only wish we could have our original team captain say that ourselves, though.
The prosecution has no objections either. I'm going to kill him.
You think this farce is going to continue? There's no chance of that, none at all. Isn't that right, Verity? Still thinks he was successful in his bid to kidnap Sean. We know different. Sadly, as long as the boy remains missing, nothing changes. Cavell's hands are still tied.
She is panicking like crazy.
And a very unfortunate panic, too.
I actually feel bad for her this
That
time.
sound.
Wait a minute. That's a cell phone. Huh? Mine is also ringing. Fender.
Thank you.
Whoa, I'm getting called too. What the?
Seriously, turn off your phones!
I know, right?
Mr. Ashworth!
Mr. Fender! Got him!
Ta-da! We found Sean!
We found some. Yeah,
Wait a minute, hold on just a moment, Vass. When you look at Gumshoe right now, does he not kind of look like Frank West right now?
Oh my
Right
god,
now.
he does.
Yeah, he looks like Frank West, doesn't he, DP?
Well,
Hey, pal, I could force you know.
No, hold on.
You did it.
No, hold on. I'm feeling the urge to cover some wars now.
Fantastic. Detective, you did it. Aw, Sean with his cow phone. Nice.
Me.
Circuit.
No. The most important piece of evidence of all, huh? That's some stellar work, you great faithness.
Thanks. But just so you should know right away. See you all soon. With the package.
Piece of artwork.
Gumshoe as Frank West, I've seen it all.
That you have.
Judge Cavell, it's for you.
Please answer the phone.
She will.
Hello? Yes. Yes, I understand. I'm so glad you're safe. Be sure to take everybody properly. You'll tell Dad for me, won't you? Alright. Be careful. I'll see you back at home.
I'm sorry, but I would hang him from his toes.
Yeah.
Or his neck. We would snap first.
The proceedings will continue. You'll certain freedom return to my hammer arm.
No, how? Is this some idiotic joke?
It is no such thing. The witness will return to the stand. And Mr. Winter will step up to the prosecutor's bench.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh-oh.
I still want to strangle you, little winter.
Hey, Hey, chill out, Dasher.
Uh-oh, there we go.
I'm having too much fun with this. Who's this winner?
Yeah?
I leave matters in your hands.
Huh?
Facing down your own father, that won't be easy. I'll be looking on with interest. Don't disappoint me.
Uh-oh.
Or you get
I won't let you down.
Very well. Is the prosecution ready to proceed? Mr. Ringer, you mentioned some evidence that you wish to present to the court.
Yeah! So, the knife and the chisel.
Whoa, you tracked down the missing murdered majigs?
Yeah!
The ghost. Yeah, that's a ghost
Well,
crowd.
Mr. Winner, did you?
About that, I couldn't find them. I searched everywhere, but I was, too late.
Too late.
How so?
I remembered something. I saw Dad in the garage this morning. He was carrying something wrapped in a newspaper. Where are you going with that, Dad?
Oh, Eustace, I was, just on my way to throw out some trash.
And then I heard this tinkling sound.
Tinkling, huh? Let me guess.
The bell for Mr. Canis' chisel.
You mean tell the court that you believe the witness disposed of the evidence?
Who, me?
I tried my best. But I was too late. I'm sorry.
You said you looked everywhere. Everywhere where?
Literally everywhere. I even went to the dump.
Like,
Oh my god.
I got down on my hands and knees and dug through every inch of garbage. I figured that stuff had to be in there somewhere.
that's why he smells like a junkyard. Wait, that's Eustace? Dasher.
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing here?
Ah!
Rude. You totally ignored me. Like, rude.
I was in panic mode.
That's
Apologies.
what he was doing, and he even went so far as to search the dump.
But all I found was this.
A rock.
And this is a little pungent for one thing.
Rock. Look.
Yeah,
is
and you're a little on the right side yourself, kiddo. I can smell you from here. I'm gonna puke.
Well, what'd you expect?
Seriously, son, get the hell out of here. Beastman smells better than you.
And the knife?
It's probably somewhere among all the trash. But there was so much to go through on my own.
Very well. The court will accept the item you have presented into evidence.
You really have outdone yourself, Eustace. You never fail to disappoint, dear boy. Disappointment is your middle name. You dug through my courage with your bare hands.
Okay,
and that's all you have to show for it.
he's up with the goddamn laughter.
No, let him go, man. That's
Let him
putting his
go.
soul into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You drive me to tears, really you do.
Might be a little soon to turn on the water just yet. Dad. Let's take a closer look.
And yes, Fast, that is how Wiener Eustace feel, Eustace and Excelsius feel about each other.
Yeah.
He really hates his son.
If you wish to waste your time, be my guest.
You can see his shit-eating grin, that's why he was laughing, Fast.
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing an excellent job with relying Rugel.
Miles, do this devastatingly handsome whole defense attorney a favor, will you? Hit this guy full in the face with the truth.
Yeah, you can't handle the truth.
Seems Fender's on board. Good, then let's see if we can't find an opening. Mr. Wiener, could you show me the piece of evidence you found?
Sure.
6 feet away, please. You stink. Oh,
Well,
there you go.
try find a shower this early.
Let's open it, shall we? I can only hope there's something of inside. Somebody give me a pair of forceps.
I'll do it.
Triceps.
Could this be?
He found it.
Well, that was on Mr. Canis' chisel. Perhaps there's some trace evidence that can prove that one way or another.
It's no good. Look at it. It's spotless.
Well, Mr. Wiener?
Well, was there anything interesting inside your little scrap of paper?
Oh, hey, Meeps.
Nah.
Hey,
Oh, hey, me.
of course there wasn't. Why would there be? Why wasn't it even accepted into evidence? Yeah. It's literally a piece of trash. Sorry, gentlemen, but the truth hurts.
Where's useless efforts for nothing? It's true the bell may not be of much use to us as evidence. Nonetheless.
Come on, Edgeworth. We can't give up yet.
As calm as collected as ever, I see, Miles. Unlike my poor idiot son there.
Are we to suit that the prosecution has nothing more to say on the matter? Very well.
Objection!
Objection! Not so fast, Cabell! We're not done yet! There's one thing we still haven't looked at properly.
Really, my boy, you won't believe there's more. Desperation is never good luck, you know.
He just isn't quite ready to give up just yet. And for once, I think we're both thinking the same thing.
I think not.
Namely, that we might not necessarily be dealing with a useless piece of trash. You can't know for sure without looking more closely, but if I'm right, we're talking about...
The bell?
Bell.
No,
We need to take a closer look at the bell.
What are you talking about, Edgeworth? I told you, there's nothing on the bell.
No?
Wait, the newspaper.
Scrabbling
Yeah.
so desperately, admit it. You don't have anything, do you?
We haven't looked out closely. And we need to. It's our last chance.
I'm talking about the piece of newspaper on the bell it was wrapped in.
Seems really worth thinking the same thing.
Ah, it's beautiful, really it is. Tear-jerkingly so. Some might call it heroic optimism. Some might call it clutching at straws. But whatever one calls it, to put all one's faith in a worthless piece of rubbish, that takes belief.
Let's take a close look and see if it's as worthless as you say, shall we? Eustace, if you'd be so kind.
There.
Yeah.
D-E-A-G-H
Are these finger marks?
spells final. And look, it's covered in some sort of oil, too.
Judge Cavell, I'd like to have this examined for fingerprints. I request that you call in somebody from forensics.
Very well. Somebody take this shit right away.
I have the results, Your Honor. It's been confirmed that these are finger marks. Unfortunately, it looks like they were made by somebody wearing gloves.
No!
Oh dear. Well, that doesn't give you very much in the way of evidence, does it? Yeah. But I suppose it makes sense if you think about it. After all, this was important evidence. And what kind of idiot would handle something like that without gloves on, hmm? Oh, that's right. The kind that would flail about desperately like you, my boy.
Whoa, wait to talk to your kid, Super Dad.
I'm Super Skeletor. I'm merely calling a spade, or in this case, an idiot.
Shush it, you.
Real wieners know how to keep their emotions out of things. And take no pity on the weak and the foolish, including their ineffective offspring.
Dad,
You spent the last who knows how long proclaiming yourself to be a prize-winning prosecutor. But thanks to my little pep talk this morning, you finally know exactly how those prizes were won. It was all thanks to me. Thanks to the power I wield. You've never stood on your own 2 feet. You've always been coddled. First by me, then by vanity.
Dad,
Oh, dry your garbage-smelling tears.
garbage smelling.
Not that it's a stench that doesn't suit you. Even if it does make me turn up my nose in disgust.
Objection! No, you're wrong.
I am, my boy? Wrong about what? You stink?
I'm not the one that smells. You are!
He who smelt it dealt it. What did you say?
Yeah, and you dealt it a lot. You smell. And you don't even realize it. You couldn't even hide it even if you wanted to. Edgeworth, take a sniff. Right there. Where the finger marks are.
Wiener, I'm not pulling your finger. You want me to smell it?
No, not my finger.
Isn't that oil? Olive oil?
Yep. And I know exactly where it came from.
Wait. I know it from somewhere too. The gloves. Smells of engine oil in here. I guess Wiener Sr. must be something of a motorhead.
Nice bite, though.
That odor tells us something very important. It tells us exactly who threw this piece of evidence away. But I guess my dad's right. I guess I'll never be a real winner. I'll never be able to keep my emotions out of things. And I'll never be able to stand up to him no matter what he's done.
Eustace. Be strong, Eustace. Remember what you told me. You said you were going to be different from your father. A different kind of prosecutor.
Eh.
And you are a prosecutor. We both are. That's why we're standing here in this courtroom. The prosecutor's highest responsibility is to the truth. See that it comes to light no matter what. We expose crimes and we see that their perpetrators are punished, no matter who they might be. So if you truly mean to continue on as a prosecutor, you know what you have to do.
Right. Right.
I'm waiting. I made you a promise. I said that if you could summon the courage to find your feet again, I'd help you and get you an ice cream. This isn't something you should have to do alone. I'm here. I'm right beside you.
Thanks, Edgeworth. You're right. Those finger marks tied my dad to this crime, and we know by showing this.
The smell you pointed out to me, Eustace, it's the smell of engine oil, isn't it? Motorcycle oil, even.
Yep. And we both smelt it before in the same place.
Yes. In Chairman Wiener's garage. Yarr! What's more, these finger marks feature some distinctive patterns, don't they? The outlines of the letters D, E, A, T, and H. The same letters that appear on the fingers of these gloves.
Objection!
Oh, gloves that can be bought in any store. How does that prove anything, dear boy?
Objection!
Objection!
How indeed?
That's not the only thing that connects your gloves to this piece of newspaper we found.
Let's look again at the scrap of paper the bell was swept up in, and compare that to the gloves you found in Chairman Wiener's garage. There's a feature that undeniably connects the two. The fragments. Yep.
Take that!
This right here connects two pieces of evidence without a shadow of a doubt.
It does? Are you sure, dear boy? I can't see what any contradictions are.
Well, luckily you don't need to see it.
Edgeworth, you didn't click on the right spot.
No? Did I pick the wrong part? What the fuck? I thought that was right.
No. It's the digits.
Oh, the digits.
Digits?
Yes, I thought you can't prove anything at all, can you? Don't be so sure about that.
Specifically, the faded A.
Oh!
Oh. Look at the letter A on the finger.
Yeah.
Half of it's missing. Exactly as it is in the print of the newspaper.
Rats!
I would also like to draw the court's attention to the dirt the gloves are covered in. I think it might be worth having its composition compared to that of the dirt on the newspaper. A match would make for an even stronger evidence that the print was made by Chairman Wiener's gloves.
Officer, have the dirt on these 2 pieces of evidence compared right away.
Ah, that's you, Heworth, and you, Eustace. Who do you think you are? You're nothing but mere prosecutors.
Sorry, Dad. I think it's time you admitted defeat.
Skeletor never admits defeat.
You suppressed vital evidence, and we just proved that in a court of law. By my own hands, too. And you did try and protect the defendant.
But do you think you're going to be able to make that stick?
I don't know, it's pretty tacky.
You think you'll send me to prison? Me? You think you'll be the one to finally take me down? You're a fool, child, a fool.
Objection!
Just give it up, Dad. Admit what you did.
You think you'll stand a chance without me around? You won't last 5 minutes. Yeah.
You know what? I think I might be okay with that. All I ever known was to become a prosecutor, to make you proud. But after your men kidnapped me, and I was lying there in the dark all on my own, I got to thinking. I was thinking how powerless it was in all of this because of you. I almost gave up. I almost lost sight of the truth. But then, at my lowest point, Edgeworth appeared out of nowhere and showed me the way forward.
And he pointed at me.
I don't need your approval anymore. And I don't need your name! After all, I found that evidence on my own, didn't I?
My men kidnapped you? What are you talking about?
I guess the courtroom is good a place as any to tell you the truth, Dad.
Be careful what you say to me, boy. You may live to regret it. You're a fool, Eustace, and you'll always be.
I know you've hated me for a long time, as long as I can remember. But I want you to know that despite it all, I've always looked up to you as my dad. But a dad you are no more. Thanks for everything, Excelsius. And goodbye.
You. When did you? You need me, dang it! You can't cut. Eustace! God fucking damn it! Seriously, this is all his fault.
The court hereby accepts the vital piece in the case was suppressed by Chairman Wiener. The crime will be tried and probably a punishment decided at a future date. For now, we must turn to the matter of knife and the chisel, which still has not been found. However, we will show the garage facility may well remedy that.
What? You're going to dig through all that trash for the knife, darling?
Don't worry, Warden Lagarde. I'm sure your punishment won't be too unpleasant.
Oh, you devil! Punished? Moi? Impossible! You chooses, you blithering buffoon! What did you do? What did you do? Oh, you're swaggering, blustering about they'd never defeat me and me guilty. Now this is the most worstful thing. You're the only one I went to after they arrested me because you made me believe I could trust you. Not only did you kidnap a child to try and help me, it didn't even work. You idiot! You! Fuck this useless idiot of mine!
And certainly outburst to say the least, but an informative one too. Wouldn't you agree, Eustace?
Yeah, she really let some juicy info slip there, right? She did, right?
Yeah, she did. Really need to work on
Okay,
your
good.
confidence.
I'm kind of
Very
new
well.
at this.
As these we may be able to bring these proceedings to an end at least.
What?
Huh?
Who's that?
It's you.
Chill.
Sorry, Judge Gavels. Your happy endings will have to wait. Langzy says the end of the trials is not necessarily the end of the matters.
That is
And
actually
over
kinda
to the
true.
fat lady sings.
Who are you?
Just a lonely lone wolf's investigator by the names of Shilong Lang.
And do you have some sort of objection to these proceedings, I take it?
Not really. Your suspect over there is guilty for sure. Guiltier than you knows.
Lang? Like the Lang from 12 years ago? Oh no.
Yep, good to see you're finally about to pay for your crimes, Toots.
Toots, look
Even
at
if
this
it did take a while for you to get what was coming to you.
I mean, you are
Little-
candy-colored.
Agent Lang, explain yourself. It's gonna be a short walk off of a long piercings. Are you familiar with the SS5 incident? I certainly am. It happened about 12 years back. Wait, 12 years. Look, a lot happened, guys. This was all 12 years ago or more. My father and the president being friends, family been the ones who kept him safe. You know, part of the family and all that stuff. He just changed one day. It was like he became a different person. Now he doesn't trust the police one bit. Wonder what happened 12 years ago. Let's all be connected to Agent Lang's father and his relationship with the president somehow. Fifi Lagarde and Excelsior Wieners in the flesh. I've waited a long time for this days. After all, you're the ones who threw my family's name into the void.
Are we to assume that you have some personal connections to the incident in question?
I do, but I'm not here to talk about the past, and not yet anyhow. Right now, I'm here for you, Gavel.
Me?
You and one other person.
Oh no.
Ah,
Hey, Sean.
Sean?
You're both under arrest on suspicion of having conspired to murder Dijon Wang, president of Zhang Fe. Where's your evidence, Agent Lang? It's all in good time, Mr. Prosciuttos. We haven't even started our investigation yet. I want my suspects on the scenes with me while I look over everything's over again. What have you uncovered, Agent Lang? I need to know. If he's got a problem, you're more than welcome to tag along. Oh, believe me, I will. The end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter. We certainly haven't come anywhere close to solving this mystery of the president's murder. Or uncovering the truth behind these so-called monster sightings.
Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you. I'll be trying to track me down. I'll be half the fun. I thought I'd wait your chill out. When you just particularly hide.
Or figure out who that was on the phone. Yes, I'd say the matter's far from over yet. To be continued.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, let's continue. So,
Alright.
Skeletor has finally been put away.
But you said
And after a total of 4 1/4 chapters,
April
Eustace has finally got some growth.
April 6, 1452. Big building, empty lot. Could you maybe, calm down a little?
be right back, guys. Calm down.
Okay.
Never mind, Jose. Until you come clean for it's for your own good. Dang it.
Our interpret reporter refused to give up, even the face of repeated stonewalling for the clue.
Look, you ladies need to stop harassing these people. I'll have to ask you to.
You cops sure got a lot of nerves. Y'all are the ones who let Pterosaurus go run wild.
What you gonna do, brother?
Hope to hide and hide the bad they bring the bandits themselves to stop clean testimony to their story.
Sure, go.
Okay, look. We're really not predicting anything. This is a motherfucking movie set.
You're thinking of Zilla, not this movie.
Says the guy who told me she's done seeing Gertie with her own dang eyes.
Sure, I saw something, but that doesn't mean we're keeping Monster here.
Look in the mirror, lady. Look in the mirror.
God.
All right, break it in.
Be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Hedgeworth?
And Sean. I'll take over because I'm gonna do that. Y'all on the trail this here monster infestation too, huh? No, it was on the trail of the criminals. Langsy says, the darkness of a criminal's hearts can sometimes be compared to a monster's. That is to say, a killer's no different from a monster's. Really, capiche? This is only a regular store. We can't allow members of the public out to the scene. Yeah, these people are important witnesses. I need them here. Well, Agent Lang, here we are. Where do you intend to begin? Let's start by summing up the facts. President Wang's body was rubbed out here this morning. They hadn't been seen since last night before last. Yes, he slipped off without his bodyguards noticing, if I remember correctly. So, he was missing for over a day. And the last person to see him alive was you, Judge Gavelle, on the roof of the Biggs building. Oh, oh boy.
Yep.
Why did the two of yous arrange to meet, huh?
I'm sorry, but I can't say.
Not even defend yourself from an accusation of murder?
Why? Why can't you just tell us?
Yeah, Vassie.
Please take it out. We're trying to help you.
She can't say because she'll only incriminate herself more. I know you had something to do with the president's murder, and I'm going to prove it. Objection! You said yourself that the body was only found this morning. How do you explain the time that passed between Judge Gavelle's meeting with the president and then? That's exactly what I'm hoping we're about to find out. I am particularly interested in what happens last night. So why don't you tell us exactly how's it all went down? Little Sean Fens?
Me?
We know you's here on the set last night.
You were Sean?
We have testimonies from the woman over there and forensic evidence from the footprints that proves it.
You came back to run your lines, right?
What? You were spying on me?
I'm sorry. I was just making sure you were okay. It was late. I was worried about you.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't need you to worry about me.
Ah, poor little emo kid. Oh!
John! That's no way to talk to an adult! They were trying to look out for you! Apologize, this is it!
All his milk.
Sorry. I told you before, I won't have you speaking to people that way.
Wow, this is a whole new Judge Gavelle. Mom mode.
It seems she's just as strict with her son as she is with those who break the law.
Are you listening to me? If I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. You must.
Whatever, Mom.
Blah, 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 blah.
I know.
And I want you to remember that, alright?
Not just a phase, Mom. Hey, can we get out of this chit-chat and get to the investigation now?
Oh, Of course, forgive me.
I don't think I've ever seen her so passionate about anything. I guess Judge Gavelle, the mother, will take a little getting used to. Oh, we do understand that you're accusing Sean of being involved somehow, Agent Lang. I just want the truth. I need to know why the president was killed. Why'd they do him in? And by who, huh? And I don't care what it takes. I'm going to find out. I guess it makes sense for him to be so determined the president was practically family to him. Alright, Sean, perhaps you can tell us what happened that last night.
Fine by me. I got nothing to hide.
Oh, really now?
Hot topic.
I had a
Hold on.
bad...
Wait.
Thank you.
For fuck's sake. I had a bad day yesterday. Messed up a couple of takes. We were scheduled to shoot the same scene again today. So I thought I'd put in some extra practice. And that's what I did. It's that simple. It's not like I have done before. It was fine. Nothing bad happened. You've been rehearsing late at night again? When I called you yesterday evening, Sean, you said you were at the hotel.
You called him? Around what time?
Must have been 11 p.m. or thereabouts. It's one of our rules. When Sean stays away from home, we have to speak to him every night. Yeah, well, I wasn't at the hotel. I was here on set. So you lied to me? Sorry.
Oh, now he's mad. I think it's kind of amazing how hard he wants to work on this acting, though.
Nonetheless, a parent can't help but worry. A child alone late at night, anything could happen to him. And indeed, it did. He got himself entangled in this case.
Yep.
But he said nothing happened, right?
He did, although I can't help but wonder if he was telling the truth.
There's a bootleg head that says otherwise.
About last night.
Okay.
Sure.
Yep, we know that. Yep,
Right,
okay.
right.
Alright, mm-hmm.
Tape,
Here we go. It's not like I haven't. It was fine. Nothing happened.
Yes?
Percent. The
and
tape. No, the tape. Best.
Where's
I thought it was.
the tape?
I thought it was.
There's
I
one
thought it
tape?
That was the
head.
tape. No. I thought it was. Isn't his recording or the head?
Yeah, they're right here.
No, because technically the head. Yeah, right there. It seems like it fell from.
Oh,
the
okay,
roof
yeah,
of the
yeah.
set.
Yeah, he said nothing happened. Something did happen.
Yeah. I
I
paid
think the
attention.
tape. The tape will be used for later.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. I'm sorry, but you're lying. The model Taurosaurus's head fell from the roof of the trailer last night. You expect us to believe that you knew nothing about that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's so.
I told you, I ran my lines. I went home, that was it. What do you know? What do I know about some stupid falling head? You saying you can prove I know something?
Sadly not. Try the possible the head fell after Sean left.
No proof, huh? Then this conversation is over!
No, it's not.
What?
Head falling from the roof isn't the only strange thing about last night. And I'm certain you know what I'm thinking of, too. What unusual occurrence happened yesterday evening?
The footprints?
Was it the tape, Rikyo?
What, you don't know?
About
It's
what?
either the tape or what happened with Gavelle and the president at the big building.
Let me go with the tape first.
Yeah, let's do with the tape first.
Yeah.
One question for me?
Oh,
Oh, this proves it
Oh,
beyond
hey.
a doubt.
Oh, yay.
wait, that... How do you do...
That's right. Your rehearsal tape. I was right. What's... You have video footage from last night's? We do, and if you watch it... you'll see that it was no ordinary evening. There's footprints there already. There is, and I'm not sure that's an everyday sight, even on a film set.
Sean, why would you keep this from me? No reason.
Liars! That stuff might work with your mommy kids. It ain't gonna work with me. Where'd you hide the tape, huh?
Sean, you have to tell us.
You?
Look, I just didn't want anybody to see me rehearsing, okay? I don't like it.
Sean's theme.
Yep.
Sean gets a better theme than Lang. Oh, fucking pit squeaks. So you were embarrassed. Is that it?
Yeah.
You were
What's so weird about
embarrassed.
that?
That's why you didn't hand over vital evidence, you punk.
Sean, how could you? Yeah. Oh,
And
give
yet
me
his
a
backpack is filled
You know
with
about
milk.
that now, don't you? Sure, the booze was there, but I just ran my lines at home. That was it.
What? Ain't nothing about the giant monster footprint that struck you as weird? It's a giant monster footprint, Tarnation.
On the set of a
Lana
giant
Carson.
monster movie. It's not like there is all kinds of other weird stuff around here.
He's not lying.
I don't buy that's what you're saying. Chief, there's something hinky about this kid.
Hinky?
Sure as I'm standing right here.
Dang it, Skippy Dairy is he's trying to scoop under their horns, and my name ain't Lockhart. It ain't.
Tell which one was the more
Shut up,
recent
both of
drawing?
you. I'm done talking.
Hold it right there. Oh, what is it, Agent Lang? I had to cut into my own favorite music. So, it's just the thoughts. Thanks, Mr. Prosciutto. This footage of yours backs up my theory nicely.
What? There was something else on that tape?
Yups. Look closely. See the costume up on the top left?
Oh yeah, this is Taurosaurus suit.
Something's different. Do you see it? Oh,
Ah,
something's in
it's
it.
zipped.
Huh. I'm not sure. He's just kind of hanging out and looking a little saggy. Oh, and the zipper on his back is done up tight. Wait a minute.
Sag and berry. Zipper. Huh, that's... Yes. I guess you can all see it now, right? On the tape, the zipper's wide open. Why? Because somebody's inside the suits. That's why.
What?
Mr. Powers, that zipper, what can you tell us about it? Oh, we always close it up tight when the suit isn't in use. That's right, Mr. Prosciuttos. And do you remember something else I said not so long ago? Let me refresh your memories. What if your friend Gavel pushed the presidents off the big building the night before last? And then came down here to the movie sets and hid the body somewheres, eh? Here? But where? Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff down here. There's costumes, equipment, you can hide it just about anywhere. Sky's the limit, eh? You come back a day later, last night in other words, take it out, skin. You're saying the body could have been hidden in the Taurosaurus suit. That's exactly what I'm saying. Isn't that right, Gavel? You pushed the presidents off the roof, just like I said. Then you hid his body inside this costume.
I most certainly did not.
Protest all you like. I'm not gonna believe you. You're the only person who could have done this. Objection! I thought we already proved that would have been impossible. The movie set was locked at the time. There's no way Judge Cavell would have been able to get in here. Oh, what if she had an accomplice? Huh? What? I've just got a little theory for yous. I think you're gonna like it. Mother and child murder. What if Sean's was waiting down here when Cavell pushed the president off the roofs, huh? If the two of them are working together, the problem with the lock goes away. Then they work to hide the body together too. By dragging it over the Taurus source suit and stuffing it in sides. You think the murder was really that carefully planned? It was the assassination of a world leader. It could only have been carefully planned.
Not really.
To suggest that Sean could have been involved in this is... It's unthinkable.
You're my prime suspects. What makes you think I'm gonna listen to a word you says, eh? What about motive? What reason would either of them have to kill President Wang? Who knows? We'll find out soon enough. She was the last one to meet with them, and she won't tell us why. Pretty darn suspicious, if you have to agree with that. He brings up a good point. Jay Chevelle, I don't suppose I can convince you to share any more details.
My apologies. That is one thing I cannot do. Oh, rest assured, if that ever changes, you'll be the first to know. So please, you...
Have to believe me? Yeah, murderers have a habit of saying that. What about you kids, eh? Any weak excuse to offer? If so, now's the time to get him off your chest.
Huh. I got nothing to say to you. I'm innocent.
Both as tight-lipped at each other, huh? Let me guess, you're still gonna try to stick up for him, eh?
I mean, that is the name of the game.
It's true. Judge Cavell's actions certainly make her seem suspicious. But nothing she has told us amounts to a motive for murder, or even the suggestion of one. No, and like I said, I'm leaving motive aside for now. For the moment, I'm focused on means and opportunity. When opportunity knocks, I answer. And for my monies, they had to be working together for their little plot to succeed.
Okay.
Rebuttal.
So?
Alright. So, next one. Two of them were working together, the problem in the lock goes away. And they work to hide the body together, too. Press them on this. It requires a lot of work. The video footage doesn't show the inside of the suit. You can't say for certain that there was a body in there at the time, can you? Maybe not. Well, we can take a look right now. Let's open up and see what's inside. I'd put my money in finding us proof that it was theirs. You mind if we examine the suit, Mr. Powers? Oh, not at all. There might be a little, right though, it's pretty sweaty in there.
Yeah, that sounds about right for most monster suits.
Huh, it's filthy. Yeah, that's weird.
Wait.
I always clean it up pretty good. You know, if you don't get kind of moldy. In other words, what we're looking at is proof that somebody other than you used the costume. Now, that dirt in there must have come from the bodies.
I guess the president was lying right in the middle of that footprint. He probably would have gotten pretty dirty.
Exactly. Wells, everybody happy? Huh? The inside of the suit is covered with dirt. It must have been from those. So, what can we present here?
Gloves.
So you saying present the gloves?
Yeah, look, it has the same... Yeah, look at its chart.
Oh, true. Yeah. All right. Present the gloves.
No, wait, it's not.
I'm sorry, Agent
whoops.
Lang, but there's a clear contradiction in what you're saying. Lang Z says, "Doubt first the man who makes his statements without proofs." Try again, Provolone. But I don't think I'm going to go as far to doubt what you just said. That'll just ignores it. Because it was clearly a total bluff.
Yeah,
I'm the wise guy here, not you. Could I really have been wrong?
You can't bluster your way past Agent Lang, Mr. Edgeworth.
You're right. I'll need to confront him head on if I'm going to get anywhere here. So, we know that we have to present something here, because we gotta convince him it wasn't the president.
Oh, like his body being like surprisingly pristine.
Yeah, let's show how his body looks.
This one?
Objection!
Oh, this!
Yeah. Okay.
So, our assumption is that the inside of the suit is dirty because the dirt came from the body. Would it be safe to say that's the case? Why? Is there a problem? Eh? Part of the suit directly in front of the opening is particularly dirty.
Yeah, it really is. Hey, it really is.
Look at the victim. The area of his body that would have been in contact with that part of the suit isn't dirty at all. If the victim had been crammed in there, as you suggest, the chest would surely be covered in dirt. Ugh. Fine, so what's your explanations, eh? How did all that dirt get inside there? Based on the videotape, there may well have been somebody in the suit at the time. So who was it that wasn't, if it wasn't the president?
Come on, Kay, think. Where was it?
Something the matter, Kay?
I've seen dirt like this somewhere else, I'm sure of it. I just can't think where. Dirt with weird little gray bits in it.
Ah, here we go.
Great bits. She's right, there is something mixed in there.
And now the gloves become
It was
a
hooked to
piece.
something else we looked at. Lots of it.
Something we looked at, huh? An item of evidence, maybe. It's probably worth checking. One of the items you have, yep. Skeletor's gloves.
Take that!
As Kay pointed out, the dirt in the suit contains small flecks of something gray. Ends. We discovered similar flecks stuck to an item belonging to somebody we had recently had dealings with. The item in question being these gloves. You're right. Dirt looks similar, so what? What are you saying this stuff is? What exactly are these gray flecks of yours, huh? I believe the gray flecks are... concrete.
Concrete.
Surely they're flecks of concrete.
Oh, like all the little broken up bits around the footprint, you mean?
Exactly. And who did the gloves on which we found somewhat dirt and gray flecks belong to?
Hold on.
Chairman Wiener. We found him in his garage.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I hope you're doing okay, Meeps.
Yeah, I think that's good enough.
Yeah, I can't believe, has it
There it is.
been a year for, Vastus affiliate? I thought it was 2 years ago. No, it was 2 years ago. Yeah, no, I remember.
I would have told you that it was like 1 more month away.
No, it was a bit back because he became affiliate, the night that I had that long session where I was trying to fight, Goenitz in KOF 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally did take on an SNK boss, and I forgot how many continues and retries I had to go through, DP, but oh my god, I finally had the right combination. I had Omega Rugal, Feast Howard, and Maxima using Maxima's chest laser move over and over again, so I just Iron Manned him to death.
Unibeam! Unibeam!
It was, yeah. Oh, I got into a situation where, because I was able to, if I got Goenitz at far, Goenitz would try to do his teleport dash to me, but then because Maxima's already doing Unibeam, he would get hit halfway through the duration, so that's how I was able to finally fucking kill Gwen. God, that was such a big preparation for that fight.
Seriously, why do I have to come back here? My case is done. Skeletor does not work double. Or even triple, for that matter.
But it's an Ace Attorney game. All cases inevitably boils down into the final one.
Seriously, Skeletor only works 5 days a week.
That's right. We visited the garage at his home earlier today. We found a pair of mechanics gloves covered in dirt. If I recall correctly, a sledgehammer and a shovel too. Sledgehammer! Why would a pair of mechanics gloves be covered in dirt? I'll tell you why, because somebody wore them while they used that hammer and shovel. They smashed the concrete to the dirt below, staining the gloves with both substances.
Wait, so you're saying?
Yes, and we finally know what these footprints really are. It was highly likely that they were dug up by Chairman Wiener. Highly likely. If that's so, then tell me this. Why the heck did he make them then? What purpose could they possibly serve? Why indeed? I imagine he must have been burying something.
Nope.
I think he must have been burying something.
Oh, I smell. Wait, so what was it? Okay.
There's only one way to find it out. Dig it up and see. You think the cops didn't check that already? There was nothing buried under any of these footprints. It seems I was mistaken. In which case, he must have been digging up something up. I imagine events unfolded somewhat like this. Oh, okay, it just didn't matter. It's like, I'll continue. There was something on this thing. In order to do so, he cut the chain on the side entrance and gained access from there. He then used a sledgehammer and shovel to dig these 3 footprints.
I get rid of that evidence, and then that evidence goes too. Third one, you're out of here.
We found what he was looking for. He bagged it up and filled all the holes.
Dasher?
Hang on, give me a minute.
Sure thing.
So Vash, how you doing?
Just fine.
You were taken aback a bunch by how I was playing Daikatana 64 last night, weren't you?
A bit, yeah.
He was like, oh my god, I can't believe this. Because there's no voices at all in that version, DP.
No.
I had to act out Hero and Superfly and Vastus Mikiko.
Well, apparently, like, yeah, but, oh my god, I didn't realize.
Ah, the thing showing up, right?
I think he did, yes. Chairman Wiener would have had to find a hiding place. The Taurosaurus fruit provided that.
Yeah, Skeletor, away!
You got all that from a pair of dirty gloves. It's good. It's all just speculations, Prosciutto. We don't have any proofs that he was inside the suit.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, he could have dug those holes and gotten out of there before the kids even showed up.
Objection!
But he didn't, and there's proof of that right here, in the footage.
The zipper's down.
So that Chairman Wiener was still present when the recording was made. What the fuck is this nonsense? And the Agent Lang didn't notice him. Hey, you know how else we know that he was there, Vass?
Yeah?
Remember
The little bag.
the duffel bag, because that's was right next to Eustace.
Yep.
Such when it appears on Sean's rehearsal tape. And compare that in turn to what we saw in Chairman Wiener's garage. It soon becomes clear that Chairman Wiener was present. Yep. Where he hid the tools. What part of this image shows that Chairman Wiener was still here? The duffel bag?
Take that!
Look at the bag next to the Taurosaurus suit. We saw the same bag in Chairman Wiener's garage. The same bag, dirt on the gloves, that has to indicate a connection, surely. Mechanics gloves, Excelsius Wiener wore those when digging the monster footprints. I think that pretty much seals it. It was Excelsius Wiener in the suit. And if he was in there, the president's body can't have been. Oh, yes. Good. It seems I've convinced Agent Lang of the flaws in his theory.
Somebody get to Chairman Wiener's house right away! We need to know what's in that bag.
Yes, sir.
Y'all done. God damn it. Hang on. Y'all done lost your mind? I can't believe I'm hearing here.
What is this hog squeal? Say that, Dasher.
What's this Hawkswood I'm hearing?
That's all we need. A lot of Carson and Cowpuncher.
That's right, there's Taurosaurus footprints, dang it. Ain't no holes dug up by no old guy.
Yeah! I think I've demonstrated more than adequately that that's exactly what they are.
That's what he did.
Don't matter to me, man, what you done just did. I don't believe it, and that's that.
You done did it.
I done told y'all I seen that big bad bull with my own 2 eyes.
Giant eye peering in the window. How have we gotten past this nonsense?
Now we got Dig Nimlet.
Being about to let that go, what kind of journalists would it be if we did, huh?
Responsible ones? I guess that's the whole problem. Burn!
Wait, ain't the argument just about the footprints, though, how? You ever seen fraternizing with one of them here monsters, ain't that correct, young man? By the young lady over there, I'm not very much mistaken.
We're never going to get anywhere with these two around.
We need to get rid of
Maybe
these
we could prove them that it wasn't a monster either way. They might finally drop it. What do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Any bright ideas?
Prove that it wasn't a monster? Okay. Fine. I don't suppose there's much else for it. Let's see what we can do.
What are y'all two whispering about? Y'all hiding something, ain't you? Quick, Tubby, roll tape.
Hold it! Could I politely ask that you both calm down?
Hell no.
The monster the boy was talking to, we know what it was now.
Huh?
That's right. Sean's rehearsal tape finally cleared up that particular mystery. And no, it wasn't because the cows came home.
Yes, it was. It did.
The point at which Miss Nichols thought she saw Sean with Gordy. That would have been right here when he was making his rehearsal tape. I think she mistook a certain object for the legendary creature of the lake. Your so-called monster is right here in this picture.
I don't see no Gordy. That ain't nothing but a big dumb snapshot. You're talking to a pro here. Can't fool me with no trick photography.
So
what was Miss Nichols' Gordy really?
This one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think what it was just
Now that
for
that
camera.
diversion's out the way, that's right, it was a camera crane. That is what Miss Nichols saw, not Gordy.
What?
Sean's rehearsal tape was shot from a noticeably elevated viewpoint. A viewpoint that would only have been possible if the camera in question was attached to a crane.
Oh, how the heck would she make a mistake like that, huh?
How indeed, Miss Nichols?
Yes?
You told us that you think you might need new glasses, didn't you?
Yes. My eyesight got way worse all of a sudden.
I imagine that when you thought you saw Gordy, he was quite heavily shrouded in darkness.
That's right. I only really saw a silhouette.
But you just told us. Seemed like an enormous swarm. You said.
Hey, y'all about to try and tell us your priceless crane grew up and grew skin somehow? ain't even no flesh on them in their metal bones, let alone skin.
You're entirely correct, of course, about the crane as it was in this particular picture anyway. But it did have a skin of a sort last night.
I knew you were a scoop hater, but this is just plumb crazy. You want to tell Tabby and me to start? Is that it?
That wasn't my intent at all.
Yes, it was.
But I do think it's time I finally put them both out of their misery.
Wait, what? Mr. Ainsworth, that's in there's murder.
Gordy's skin is right here in front of us.
The tarp.
It wasn't skin at all, it was this, tarp.
Yeah, Tarp.
Miss Nichols told us that it seemed likely to rain last night. That never happened in the end. But I think Sean may have covered the crane with rainproof sheeting nonetheless. And that, my intrepid young reporters, is what Miss Nichols mistook for Gordy's skin.
What?
Heck.
Well, Sean, am I mistaken?
You see everything, don't you? And I say, you're pretty amazing.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Miss Hart, but Miss Nichols' monster was no such thing. It was simply a trick of the light.
And just like that, the dream dies again.
Chief?
Don't call me that. I'm leading you down the wrong rabbit hole. I think they may have finally shut them up. Hopefully.
Thank you, Cedric.
I think this kid was holding out on us. But it seems I might have, could have maybe been a little wrong. Maybe.
You wrong? Alright. We know what the so-called monster was now. Everybody happy?
No, I ain't. Everybody except those two.
Nice lady, but as smart, but as sharp as a bowling ball.
But bowling balls ain't sharp. Exactly.
President's autopsy report is out, sir. This, let me seize it. Death was due to full body contusions and bone breakages caused by extreme pressures from above. So we have a cause of death. He was crushed. Just as we thought. President Lang's autopsy report. Cause of death. Crushing. Time of death. April 5th. Approximately 2300. Test results haven't come back yet from the yellow substances found on his chest. They did find gunshot residues on his right hands.
Gunshot residue? Gunshot residue? Guess he was a kid at heart, huh? Gunshot. Oh my god.
Gunshot residue, Cedric. It's a substance left behind when a firearm is discharged.
But we will let that slide because it's very likely that.
Hey,
Sircon!
Oh, hey there, Sircon.
Yeah, I got out late, so.
That's all right. Sircon, look how big Rugal got due to donations.
Let me see.
Yeah, you're right. You're right by Rugal Spice Up.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Oh my goodness.
I know everybody loves doing this to Rugal. Thank you so much.
Okay.
I'll have to collab with Inu someday, Vas.
Yeah.
It's the president's indicates that the president may have used a gun.
Hold on, let me just.
Yep.
Really? But we didn't find a gun anywhere, did we?
Indeed not, but which makes the residue something of a riddle. We'll need to read that report
catch me up to
carefully.
speed as to what I missed.
Wiener and Lagarde finally got arrested. Eustace grew a pair and faced off against his dad, and we found that they did have a connection due to everything involved because he did try to get rid of evidence. And now Lang has suspected that Sean and Judge Cavell are in cahoots for killing the president.
Man, I wish I could have been present for the part where Eustace takes on his dad, because that scene is epic.
It was glorious and funny because VaStar misclicked a couple of bits.
Yeah, and then I tried my best to just go full Skeletor with it, and I did. Indeed not, which makes the residue something of a riddle. We'll need to read that report carefully. Riddle me this, Batman! Well, Agent Lang, that clears one thing up at least. The president didn't die from a fall, which means he wasn't pushed from the roof of the big building. There you go, Sircon. He was crushed by the falling Taurosaurus head, just as we said he was. Very Danganronpa.
Killed by a bootleg.
Guess I have to accept that for now. Fines. You was right.
Amazing. So does that mean Judge Cavella isn't a suspect anymore either?
Surely it must. Both the cause and time of the death rule her out. She met with the president the night before last. Well, the autopsy report puts the time of death at around 2300 last night. Oh yeah, also, Sircon, we found out that Wiener was in the Taurosaurus suit when Sean was rehearsing, and he made the footprints with his sledgehammer. And we know that the Taurosaurus head fell around then too. Facts all line up perfectly.
Huh, relief.
Sorry, it might be a little too soon to celebrate. What? Sure, I think we can accept that the fallen's head must have been what killed the president. But that begs the questions of what could have caused the fall? Whose? We know what happened late last night, so we have to think about who was here at that time.
Overruled.
What are you getting at exactly? You can't mean...
I'm afraid I do's. You did it, didn't you? Sean's. Uh-oh.
Sean!
The kid's hiding somethings. He was right here last night, right where the body was found. He saw the footprints, and yet he wants us to believe he knows nothing about what happens. That's a big ask, surely's.
Objection!
We haven't yet established that the footprints have anything to do with the murder. So even if he did see them, doesn't mean he was involved. Maybe not. But his face tells me different. As does the fact that he's shaking like the leaves. Does seem like Agent Lang might be onto something. I don't think Sean's going to talk.
It could be the copious amount of milk in the system.
Fine. Keep your mouth shut, kids. I have a better idea. Why don't we let you take dues to talking? What exactly are you planning, Agent Lang? The police have some pretty sophisticated image analysis tools these days.
You would go to such extremes to see my son convicted?
Not on deal, but if the boy won't talk, we don't have any other way of getting the truth. Detective Gumshoe, you have access to exactly such a device, do you not?
I sure do! Little V!
Yeah, ring out the Betamax. Goods! That should make this nice and quick.
Aw, dang it, it's a
What's your
VH
address?
tape. No worries,
Why
I got
not
an
request
adapter.
that you carries out the analysis in question?
Why me?
Because you're the
I fear
player
that
character.
Angel might be inclined to believe the worst.
Image analysis isn't exactly my specialty, but alright.
Well, come on, I gave you the monkey examination.
Are there new clues to be discovered somewhere in the image data? I wonder.
Wait, what's this?
Select quadrant.
What?
Oh! Yes! Present! What the?
Treasure, let me see.
Let me see.
Oh,
What is it? What's the matter? Show me. Come on.
Mr. Edgeworth, the court asks you to share your findings.
Zoom in on the top right part of the image and look closely.
Oh my goodness! Sasquatch Ronald
There's
lost a
a
lot of weight.
presence there. It's the president's.
Oh my... What? You're kidding, right?
Well, I'd say that's pretty decisive, wouldn't you? Doesn't look good for Sean at all.
Well, wait, this doesn't prove anything. I didn't know he was there.
I don't believe you, kids, and the image does in fact prove something very important. That you and the presidents were here at the scenes of the crime together. Admit it, kids. You murdered, you rubbed him out, didn't you? You rubbed out President Wang, huh?
No, that's ridiculous. Why would he? Sean, you didn't. You can't have you?
Jack, it's hard to push back against footage like that.
Surely even you can't deny that this looks pretty bad for the kids, Mr. Prosciutto. They claimed he knew nothing about what's going on around here, yes? But the president's right there's with him.
Dawn, what are you not telling us? We have to know. No.
He's right, Sean. Be honest. Now. It's the only way.
Honesty is the best policy.
The truth is, it was all my fault. Sean, what did you do? It was my fault. The Tarzar's head fell up the trailer.
What happened while I was cursing?
I went out in the trailer to prep the kid. I was eating, and I turned on the heater while I was there. I must have left it burning when I came back down to run my lines. Then my mom called and I left the set to go talk to her. When I came back after the call, the Tarzar's head fell in front of the roof and the president was just there, lying next to it.
Dar.
No.
We did find evidence of a fire having broken out on top of the roof.
Well, at the very least, we can say third-degree manslaughter.
It was just a tiny one, so I put it out myself.
Because of Sean?
You cut out there, Kay.
Are we saying that he died because of Sean Bean?
If he did, that would make another tally to Sean Bean. I mean, that would make this whole thing just an accident.
What did you do with the head after you found it on the ground?
I took it apart, carried the pieces up to the roof, and put it back together again.
You're saying you put out this fire and moved the head back to where it fell from? In other words, you tried to cover your tracks. You're a real piece of work there, kids.
It's not like I did this on purpose. I really just forgot to turn off the heater off. Yes.
Yes, and when the fire had burned through the legs, the table would have collapsed, and the head...
Ugh, would have fallen down onto the ground below. You're right, the fire caused the head to fall.
Indeed, I also happen to have an idea about how the fire may have started. The paints, yeah. Those cans of paint thinner by the heater are pretty flammable. Not a great place to keep them. Are you ready to die?
And you swear it was an accident? Seems a little too convenient. What was the president even doing here in this first place?
The president of this
I think I'm supposed to know. I didn't see anybody, I swear.
I still don't believe you. Why would President Wang come to this place like he's in the middle of the night, huh?
His reasons for coming here are something of a mystery, it's true. We met Judge Gavell up on the roof 2 nights ago. But he was also here on the movie set last night. Did he come here to meet Sean? I think we'll need to go over the boy's statement very carefully indeed.
Yeah, but as we just saw, the timestamp does not match up with the time of death.
Yeah. What happened while I was rehearsing?
So really quick, can we review the evidence? Can we be caught up?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
But let's at least get to the,
Let's let it burning on. Oh, these are pretty much the same. We know that the hoof prints were created by Wiener. We know that.
Oh, no, wait,
we know that the report... What?
No, go
No,
to
I'm just
the
saying,
last
like,
page.
Wiener made the footprints. We know that.
Yeah.
The judge got crushed by the Taurosaurus head. We know that the truck carried Sean to the garbage dump.
Oh, and there was like some sort of recording of a roaring sound.
Yeah. Okay, next one. That checks out. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Press.
Hold it! Yeah.
Did you notice anything unusual about the body?
I don't know. It was dark.
Really seems even more recent than usual.
I don't think he wants to go back over to that memory thing more than he has to, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, too bad.
I'm sure he doesn't. Is that really all it is? Should I push him a little more on this one?
Yes.
Always.
Absolutely.
It was dark, but you knew it was a body nonetheless.
That's...
He's hiding something. I better find out what. Most people would cry out for help if they saw somebody lying on the ground. And yet you didn't?
Yeah, because... What was the point? It was dead.
So you said, what I'm interested in is how you were able to be so sure. Why were you certain that he was dead?
He was on the ground and that huge head was right next to him. Didn't take much to figure out what must have happened.
You couldn't have guessed that the impact would have killed him? How do you really know? I'll tell you how. Because you checked.
Fine, I checked, okay? I was scared, but yeah, I went up to the body and I looked, and he wasn't breathing.
Thomas, right. Why try to hide that fact? There must be a reason. Could you tell me how the body looked at that point?
I couldn't tell. Hold on. I couldn't tell he was dead at first. There was no blood or anything, so it's hard to be sure. Nothing on his clothes either. He was completely clean. But yeah, he wasn't breathing. That's how I knew he was dead.
Thank you. I'd like you to add that statement to your testimony if you don't mind. Do this line, Vass.
Okay.
Ooh,
I didn't know he was
that
dead
was
at
a
first. There was
chunky
no
lag.
blood and nothing on his clothes either.
Present.
Right, this?
Yeah. Yeah, crushing.
Yeet yeet.
Nothing on his clothes. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Yeah, nothing. Why? Is there a problem with that?
Stupid chick, she Deadpool. There's something you're clearly hoping that we've forgotten.
What are you talking about? There isn't. That's not true.
Unluckily for you, we remember it rather well. I'm talking, of course, about the yellow speckles on the president's chest.
Milk.
Sircon, your mystery supply. You studiously avoided mentioning them throughout your testimony. An absence I find suspicious, to say the least.
I
hope for your sake that you have a satisfactory explanation, Sean.
I have this sudden urge for chicken pot pie.
Judge Cavell.
Allow me to explain.
You, but...
The yellow residue on the president's chest. I imagine it was from bouquet of flowers. Lion lilies, super precise.
The lion lilies?
2 nights ago, when I met the president on the roof of the big building, I presented him with a bouquet. There's a type of little large yellow petal.
I'm sorry, what?
A bouquet.
I imagine that the substance on President Wang's chest was pulled from those flowers. Okay.
You cut out there.
Well,
Okay, so
They're not there in the printout from the security camera.
okay.
Yeah,
Only
in
because
her hands.
the president's in the way.
Mm-hmm. But why give him flowers? He didn't wrestle a match.
That is something Nothing I'm at liberty to divulge.
Of course. More questions.
Although it's becoming very clear of what it is.
What? More secrets? Are you freaking kidding me? First you wouldn't tell us what you met with him, and now you can't even tell us about the flowers.
My sincerest apologies, but all I can tell you that I gave him the bouquet.
Bouquet, Vass. The bouquet that was nowhere near the body when it was discovered. How do you explain that?
I cannot.
Seriously, Giannis? Some things you won't explain, so the rest you can't. Come on. You gotta give us something here. You wouldn't let this fly in the courtrooms. What makes you think she'll accept it, huh?
Hey, you leave her alone. John? I threw the flowers away, okay?
You did. So they were there when you first found the body.
Yeah, they were right there on his chest. And they were squashed completely flat.
Oh, I guess that makes sense, right? They would have gotten crushed along with the president.
And the pollen would have been smeared across his jacket front. That does explain things rather neatly. But why remove the bouquet and dispose of it?
No reason.
He's almost as evasive as his mother.
More secrets. They're quite a pair. Overruled.
There's no secret. I know exactly why I should dispose of the bouquet. Bouquet.
Huh?
Bouquet.
You saw me leave the house with it, didn't you?
Oh, I get it. When you saw the flowers on the president's body, you remembered seeing your mom with them.
I felt the need to prevent her from coming under suspicion.
No, you got it all wrong.
That's his least convincing lie yet.
Bouquet. A bouquet of lion lilies given to President Wang by Judge Gavell, recovered from on top of his body by Sean. President Wang's autopsy report. Cause of death, crushing. Time of death, April 5th, approximately 2300.
So isn't it like a cultural thing for like when women give men
yes, flowers.
like,
I have to decorate our home.
But this has a completely different connotation.
Yeah.
I mentioned that's what he remembered.
So the flowers, his mother's, was Karen showed up on the president's bodies, eh? And because of that, he got rid of the bouquets and kept quiet about having discovered the corpse, eh? Well, that ties everything up nicely, doesn't it? A little too nicely for my taste.
What? Nice.
Oh, you cut out again, Sircon.
Try look nice.
I guess you forget, son.
You need to double check your setup.
The kid also told us that he was responsible for the heads falling in the first place, eh?
Yeah, he did it, but
So he's still our only suspect.
Finger suspicion still seems to be pointing firmly in Sean's direction. However, wait. I can think of a far more likely culprit than the boy. What's whose? The person who was holding Sean captive until only a short while ago.
That's right. When I turned into Frank West, we had to rescue him from a warehouse refrigeration unit down.
At least you got to see this picture, Sircon, of Gumshoe as Frank West.
Yes.
A refrigeration units in a depot? What the hells?
Yeah. Lucky it wasn't switched on. Poor kid might have been turned into frozen yogurt.
Would he go to
otherwise?
Would he go to a appliance direct warehouse or some shit?
No, I think it was more of a cold stone. Anyway, he was doing his best to call out for help, which is how we were able to find him.
Oh, Vass, have you ever been to a Cold Stone Creamery?
Actually, I have one point. But
Yes, you should keep going back there.
Yeah,
It is beautiful.
I would.
Get your mixins.
I am actually very pleased that within the last month, a
But-
cold stone has opened up in my
But
area.
it's like too far
We do have
away.
a cold stone creamery where I'm at.
As you were saying, yes?
I can't eat it.
But it was too far away, being honest.
Oh.
Zircon.
Aw.
It was beautiful. Sadly, it is so rare that I get to have cold stone. Anyways.
Yeah, same here.
The sedatives had worn off by then, so he was wide awake and plenty loud.
Sedatives? Isn't that what you were given to?
Yep. We found the bottle on the floor of the unit. This will be relevant later. It wasn't even the same brand.
It was? Okay. 3 Z's.
3 Z's. Apparently it's super strong.
Nitol will help you get your Z's. Sedative. Used on... Yeah, no, it's just like, if everyone remembers the old Nitol commercial, that's how they said it. Sedative. Used on both Kate and Sean during their kidnapping. Brand name is 3 C's. I don't know if they sell Nitol anymore.
Dasher, you alright, bud?
Yeah.
Dasher is playing Atlas, that's why. And
No, not actually.
Okay, I thought you were. Well,
No, that was for like good while.
yeah, the sizes. Well, Agent Lang, surely that suggests that Sean is a victim, not a suspect. Somebody else was responsible, and I think they've been behind all this. Oh yes, and the secret masterminds of yours was here last night, eh? Big Cheese? That I can't yet say. It's not like you used to be so vague, Prosciutto. Sadly, we just don't have anything to tie our mysterious kidnapper to the murder of the president. So is there anybody else? Somebody other than Sean who could have committed the murder? Yeah.
I know.
I didn't kill him, not me. Of course. So I was right. Kids still are only suspects. Objection! Not quite. I can think of another. What's... Somebody who we just recently proved was right here on the movie set last night. Shaman Wieners? You think he's killed President Wang? Why not? We've proven that he was present. If he was here, he's as viable a suspect as anyone else, wouldn't you say? Wieners. Could he really have... Certainly another possibility to consider. 12 years ago, he was... That number again.
12.
What is with you in that number?
Look, a lot's happened, okay? This was all 12 years ago, almost. My father and President being friends, my family being the ones who kept them safe,
Dasher?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, Lang, like the Lang from 12 years ago. Oh no.
Yep's good to see that you're finally about to pay for your crimes. Even if it did take a while for you to get what was coming to you.
Agent Lang, what happened 12 years ago?
It's nothing to do with you.
I think it has everything to do with me. It's clearly connected to this case.
And you can prove that, can you? Go ahead. Show me some proofs that what happened 12 years ago has anything to do with this.
Proof?
If you can't prove it, this conversation's over.
Any of the evidence we collected show a link between recent events and those 12 years ago.
A7.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, it is.
Wait.
Oh,
Would you mind taking a look at this
A
for me?
little too far back.
Oh, put it away, prosciutto. Langsy says. The sun sets quickly in Sangfa, which means we don't have time for dilly-dally. Oof.
Had nothing to do with anything. Now.
Not far.
Oh, what?
No.
So much for that line.
Written down somewhere?
Well, Mr. Prosciutto's ready to admit that she's got nothings. Nada,
Sylvia.
zilch.
Let me...
Report on night. Prosecution. Lloyd's tape. Current statement.
This
Full
the
source plushie? Yes.
No.
Yeah,
no. Was it?
Let me see.
Oh no, to the papers? And
Forged
forged
letter?
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah, it had to be a
Oh,
forged letter.
Yeah, 12 years ago. Yeah, I hope you get rich. This letter was sent to Rosie Ringer, the victim of a murder that happened the night before last. We don't know who sent it, but it does say this. Good luck getting your revenge for what happened 12 years ago. What's... But... That's not all. Take a look at this. It's a report about Bronco Knight written by Warren Lagarde. It was addressed to Chairman Wiener. This part in particular should be of interest to you. Retrieve the packages we laid to rest 12 years ago in front of the planners. Something strange is going on, Agent Lang. Miss Ringer was murdered the night before last, and President Wang not long afterward. There's a connection between the two murders. There has to be. I believe we can trace that connection to events 12 years in the past. Am I wrong? These are old wounds she opened in ears. Insults to my family names. Please,
I'm
Agent
sorry,
Lang,
but we have to do surgery.
we need to know. What on earth was that?
we're going.
Shifu! What are y'all doing, sis? We came to find you, sir. We heard you were looking into the incident from 12 years ago. Idiots! I'm not your boss anymore. Get backseat duties right now. We can't do that, sir. What's... You disobeying the direct orders? Please, sir, I'm begging you. We all are. You have to reopen the investigation into the SS5 incident. We know you can't let go until you figure out what happened, and we can't either.
Mueller.
Well, Agent Lang, it seems your former underlings want the events of the past explained too. Hey, you think it's that easy? You could solve this case just like that, sir?
Yes.
I think we can. Together. Well, alright then. Offer acceptance. Yes, Shifu, Shifu, Shifu.
Yeah, nice. Then I guess it's my turn to step up.
I'm sorry, Kay?
You're looking into a case from the past, right? I just happen to have something that'll help with that.
Lil Thief. Ah, you mean Mr. Thief.
Sure do. If you can give me the details of the incident, I can rustle up a little simulation for you.
Sadly, we don't have the files relating to the case.
Aww.
Excuse me, what? How come?
Access to those files is restricted. The top secret, need-to-know basis.
Really? Why?
That beats me. Somebody must have something to hide. Even if I've never seen them. Everything I know is I read in newspaper articles from the Times.
That's fine. Just tell us what you can.
Alright. The SS5 incident happens on a winter's day, 12 years ago, February 10th, to be precise. Your police received a call directly from the kidnappers. I've got the president of Sangfa.
So he was kidnapped.
Yeah, SS5 is the official designation of the president's kidnapping case. The kidnapper wanted $100 million. We weren't giving him the dineros.
Wow, $100 million. How much money even is that?
$100 million.
More than you can imagine, it seems.
The last person to see the presidents that night was my father. We were together at the embassy at Zhengfa until midnight on the 10th. And nobody knows what happens to the president after that until he was kidnapped.
Dun, dun, dun.
Our government did everything they could to scrape together the monies. They were desperate to save him. And in the end, they succeeded. The money was handed over, and the president came home safely.
Oh, President Wang was the head honcho. Even back then, wow, go Mr. President!
The length of times he stayed in power isn't even close to the most impressive things about him.
Agent Lang was clearly very fond of President Wang. I assume the kidnapping was thoroughly investigated.
It was, but the investigation was top secrets, as was the trial.
Trial? So a suspect was arrested.
Yes, none other than our friends, Fifi Lagarde.
What? Is that why you visited the prison?
It is. I was put on what you might call extended leaves from Interpol. So I thought I should use that time to look into what's happened 12 years back. And I wanted to see
who.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and I wanted to see who I was dealing with.
Of course you did, darling.
She was found not guilty then, was she?
Yes. My father was in charge of the president's security at the time. They held him responsible for the kidnapping and stripped him of his duties as presidential bodyguards. He stayed on the force, though, and he worked the case alone, until eventually he found a suspect. Lagarde, he thought she did it. There's no way she was innocent. They declared her not guilty. The case went cold. My father couldn't take it. He was broken, mentally and physically. Finally, he quit the force altogether.
So he had solid grounds to suspect Warren Lagarde?
He must have had evidence. He wasn't even charged otherwise. But I've never been able to see the materials from this case. I'm sorry. That's all I know.
George? Okay. What do we do, Mr. Edgeworth? This is useful info, but I don't think it's enough for Little Thief to recreate the scene.
Is there really nothing we can do?
He holds it.
I think this is Francesca.
Oh, I know who this is.
Oh, you could use a hand.
Who is this now?
Francesca.
You met her in the last game.
And Mr. Fender.
He's new.
We finally wrapped things up over at the courthouse, so we thought we'd see what you kids were up to.
Here.
What's this?
It says SS5 investigation report.
SS5 incident case file. 12-year-old incident in which President Wang was kidnapped and the sole witness was murdered.
The current mentioned incident from 12 years ago earlier, I couldn't help but wonder. So I decided to look into it, and this was what Interpol provided.
Nice work, Francesca.
Don't compliment me, it's weird. Go get the wrong idea, Mouse Interrupter. You're no longer a prosecutor. I didn't do this for you. I did it so that a colleague could solve his father's final case.
So I owe you, sis. But everything related to the SS5 incident was supposed to be top secret.
Yes, but as the classification was applied by the prosecutor in charge of the case, Alexius Wiener.
He was the prosecutor in charge.
Him against...
Don't worry. Due to the outcome of Mooring's case, he's been stripped of his authority. An outcome that was no small part thanks to the effort of his own son.
I did it!
You
Eustace.
saved the world.
So in defeating his father, he made the old case file available to us. It sounds like we owe him that ice cream after all.
Prosecutor Eustace Winger is busy wrapping things up after the conclusion of the Lagarde trial. But he asked me to give you a message. Leave that and Lagarde to me. You focus on your case over there.
He's even starting to sound like a prosecutor.
I had
Indeed,
good
he is.
insight.
Hey,
Yeah, oh, yeah. Now that we have a case file,
Yeah.
I can recreate no problem.
excellent. Let's get started. Roll that footage, Monokuma. According to the file,
Excelsior!
the incident occurred exactly where the plaza is now.
Well, then what? With me? Our palace combines?
We will skip every other line.
Oh, okay. April 6, 1525. Big building plaza. Alright, Kay. If you could set Mr. Thief in motion and roll that beautiful bean footage.
Most certainly. Looks like there's more than enough here to work with.
Instead, we
Where do you
play
want
the
me to
maggot
start?
farm.
Good question. Let's see. It seems there was an eyewitness. A freelance journalist by the name of Alf Aldun. Not related to Alf. But apparently... No, Alf is in the alien that loves cats. He was killed by the culprit for witnessing the kidnapping. I just love to eat cats.
Poor cat.
So this is where he saw it all happen, huh?
B building?
No, construction of the Big building only began a year ago. Before that, it had been a piece of abandoned property.
Oh,
And
it's
before that,
all over again.
and before that,
Now we's getting to the stuff I knows. 12 years ago, this place would have been the Happy Family Home.
Like, for retired people?
No, you idiots! It was a place for children without parents.
Oh, an orphanage.
An orphanage, in other words.
the president was kidnapped from an orphanage. Yeah, you see, the griffins are right there.
Yeah, and this place was run by Fifi Lagarde. She called it her happy little homes.
Where's the happy little trees?
Oh, yes, please.
As the proprietor of the
Proprietor.
institution, I suppose it's unfair that she came under suspicion.
President Wang, Excelsius Weiner, and Warden Lagarde. Surely the SS5 incident must be related to our current case. Okay. If you enter the data relating to the murder of Mr. Aldown, it seems sensible to assume that he was killed by whoever kidnapped the president.
Oakley dokley, so we solved the murder, that we solved the kidnapping. Nice!
Alright, we're counting on you. Boots up V3.
Nah, we instead boot up Last Defense.
No, she's booting up V3.
Bring up Windows.
DB,
Whoa.
yeah, dang V3. Oh,
I despise V3.
I like dang V3. It's my
Dude.
favorite.
I love it too.
It quickly went sour for me.
Aw, man, I loved it.
Hey,
Yeah.
different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's continue. What the heck is this?
When did I grow to become so blasé towards people's reaction to Mr. Thief? I grew when they gave more to Ruble. What we're seeing here is the front yard of the orphanage
Sleeping.
as it was 12 years ago, and sleeping.
Sleeping dogs.
At
Good
least, as far as the police reports describe it.
Yeah. This is how when they started investigating at 7 a.m. in the morning after the murder.
And it seems it had been snowing.
Yeah, from what I heard, the footprints wound up being pretty important evidence. Yeah, the snow fell in the daytimes the previous day.
In other words, before the incident occurred. Meaning that none of the relevant footprints would have been obscured by new snow. I think we'll need to pay these footprints some special attention.
Okay, let's stop it there.
Yeah,
All
like I
right,
said,
yes.
This might be a good
All
spot to
right.
end it.
Yeah, and like I said, Sircon, I am happy to see you someday do the Danganronpa series because I would love to see how you go about it, and then us helping you with voice acting.
That would be nice.
Oh yeah, so that's V3.
Well, except when we get to the cases, because those are fully voiced.
Yeah, true.
Well,
Oh yeah, the Japanese well, Japanese and English dubs.
Yeah.
what? Let's just stick to English dubs, okay?
Okay.
Good.
Hi.
Okay.
And this was fun.
I loved it when Patrice got to say "rip and tear your guts" in the V3 demo. It was funny.
All right.
But I'm gonna head out, gentlemen. You all stay awesome.
Oh,
All right. You be
All right.
safe.
Okay.
Oh god, Rugal grew really tall, Vass. Oh, Sircon also said happy affiliate anniversary.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
How many years has it been now, Vass?
A year. Well,
I thought you got affiliate back in 2023.
you know, yeah,
And-
I did.
And I could have sworn that it was next month that you were affiliate.
You know, you
As I
are-
said, it happened. Remember, Vass? It happened when I got I beat Goenitz during that 6-hour stream. That's how you got affiliated.
Yeah. Okay.
KY 15, yeah.
All right. I'll stop recording. I'm gonna like grab something to drink, and then I'll be right back with some Daikatana.
Suck it down.
Suck it down.